welcome back to another episode of Season 3 of the PNY Pro podcast. I'm here with Derek Ellis, and as you can see if you're watching on YouTube, we are in a bit of a different filming environment.
Yes, totally
Derek,
different.
Where are we at?
We're at GTC 2025 in San Jose. It's great to be here, and I guess kick things off. This is your first GTC, as mentioned in the last episode. So what do you think about it? Taking this all in now?
Oh my gosh.
Last day?
Yeah, so it's the last day, so I can officially say my first GTC is almost done, a couple more hours, but it's been absolutely insane. I mean, everybody told me how crazy it is, like the energy and the people and all the technology and the different things going on, but you really don't get it till you see it firsthand and work it. It's been so crazy, from our booth to the robots running around. Like, it's so hard to even describe. It's been so awesome.
Yeah, there's so much just going on the showroom floor. Just it's constantly moving. Something's going on. It's great. And just kind of comparing last year, because this is my second one, and comparing last year to this year, definitely busier. More people interested in AI. Last year, I feel like people are still a little scared of that terminology, like, oh, it's taking over. To where now people are accepting it more, and it's advancing as we speak, and that's one thing that Jensen really highlighted in the keynote, which is it's cool to see just how far we've come within just 1 year from last year's GTC till now. So it's crazy.
Yeah, and I think AI has been such a big thing, especially for us. I mean, the infamous AI avatar that we have in our booth with data monsters. I mean, how crazy has that been to see yourself in like a 3D hologram, people talking to him?
It's so wild. So we got to team up with Data Monsters and Smart Spatial, so they did a digital twin of a data center, and it's really been accepted well. It's weird for me to see myself as an avatar, just especially going through all the processes of giving them just some images of myself, some videos. That way they can train this whole AI model, and now you're able to interact with it, ask questions about PNY, ask questions about our partnership, the hardware, GTC, everything, and it's done in real time. Just you can ask whatever, just about. And for all those out there trying to do something similar, you can really train it to whatever you want it to be, which is very, very interesting and good for like a retail space and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I mean, I know we talked about in the last episode how like far things are coming. It's so crazy. I mean, so the avatar, for example, it's running on the NVIDIA L40S, but we all know Blackwell just launched. So how crazy to think about what else is going to be possible now as we're pushing to that next level, expanding, pushing AI forward. What do you think about all that?
It's like you just said, it's just forward, go forward. There was 6 cards actually launched after the keynote. So on the data center side, we now have the NVIDIA RTX PRO 6000 Server Edition, and on the desktop side, so you have the NVIDIA RTX PRO 6000 Workstation Edition, the Max Q Workstation Edition, which is also 6,000. Then also you have the RTX Pro 5000, 4500, and 4000, which that one shares the single slot form factor like the previous Ada generation 4000. So very interesting to see like the raw power these GPUs have, the new architecture, new tensor cores, RT cores, all the fun stuff that you get with product launches. And 96 gigs of memory is absolutely insane, especially at a workstation level. So anyone that's going to be doing any type of AI training, modeling, like us, we do Unreal Engine, 3D models, Blender. I mean, all that's going to play a huge role even for us in our own, production pipeline.
Yeah, and I think we've said it before, but it's so crazy that we're able to come to events like this and not only speak to selling the product, but also using the product. So you brought up like our virtual studio, Unreal Engine. One of our demos actually, as you know, was displaying our virtual studio where people could walk into it and be in our virtual studio, and we're able to speak to it. I mean, that was just so cool. I can't believe it.
Yeah, and it's just to see the reactions. It's like it's the same thing. Kind of go back to the avatar. Like I'll just poke some fun, stand next to it, and everyone's like, "Wait, they're kind of connecting the dots." And now you have people walking through the booth, and there's a green screen. They're like, "What's this for?" I'm like, "Look up." There's this massive LED wall above them, and they're in the PNY Pro studio that we built in Unreal Engine. So all the excitement around that is great. And then also we were able to get systems by System 76 to demo that. Actually, that's running the whole LED wall and the virtual studio. And they have a second system that they're using to run the digital twin of the data center from Smart Spatial. And again, it's all tied to the story of the AI avatar as well. So again, it's really cool just to see the interactions. It seems like everyone's really enjoying the booth, taking it in. It's just been a lot of positive feedback. And now it's already like, what are we gonna do next year?
I know. And interactions in the booth. We can't not talk about Jensen coming into the booth and trying out the virtual studio demo. How cool was that?
Yeah, just again, we're celebrating 40 years, our anniversary, and being in business, and then Jensen stopping by, signing, and then having the Jensen get a photo with the team, then also with our CEO as well. It's cool to take in, and just he comes right off of the keynote on day one, walking the floor and saying hi to his partners and showing that support, which I think it's incredible.
Yeah, and you not only spoke to Jensen, but also your AI avatar spoke to Jensen. How many people can say that?
I know, it's wild. Every year it just seems like more and more happens. It's a really cool experience. Yeah, we got to ask about the PNY and NVIDIA partnership, and it explained that to Jensen, and then we just asked about, what's this drone, like what's powering this demo. So it was cool. Yeah, we got to do the AI avatar and then lead into the whole virtual studio and get a team photo. It was incredible.
Yeah, it's so cool, and especially with the partnership that we have. Like for me, it being my first event, me being new to the team and everything, seeing that partnership of 25 plus years actually happen in real time and see it happening and see our CEO interacting with him, him interacting with all of us. It's just so full circle. It's so cool.
Yeah, and it just, I've been here a little over 8 years now, and it's just, again, just the advancements that we made ourselves just from a company internally, from our content and what we're doing, and just taking it a step further with virtual events, Unreal Engine, 3D modeling, and Blender. It's cool to be part of something bigger than just a GPU and how it affects workflows, productivity, different market segments, and everything like that. So it's exciting.
Yeah, and I can't forget to mention the other exciting part of the week. Derek, your interview.
Yes.
How cool.
Yeah, it was great. Just for us being a Diamond sponsor was something that they threw in, so we got to do an actual interview with NVIDIA, kind of highlighting our booth, what we're showcasing, and just kind of get to talk about some topics. So I'm really excited to see how that turns out and share that with everyone here. Yeah,
and I can't wait to see how your makeup looked on camera.
Oh, come on. We got to throw that in here? Come on. I thought you were going to leave that out. But yeah, that was very interesting. So it was crazy. It was part of the whole, hey, get prepped. We're going to have makeup. I thought it was just for, the host. I believe it was Tiffany. And they're like, oh, no, you're getting it too. So here we are. It was an experience.
Talk about new things every year. How are we going to top that one next year?
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe you'll be the next one to do the interview. It'd be cool.
We're going to get you back up there. Maybe your avatar.
Yeah, have an interview an avatar instead of a real person.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah, and going back to the keynote, obviously the product launch has been super exciting, and it's so hard to even describe like the buzz in the atmosphere here. The fact that we have a couple of the new cards in our product display wall at our booth that people can come in and, they're asking, oh, do you have any of the specs available? Can you tell me a little bit more about the Blackwell cards? And we're able to just say, turn around, they're right behind you, and let them see it, take pictures with it, learn about it in real time. It's just been so cool.
Yeah, we had this massive display that shows all the solutions, and then like you mentioned too, like some people come up and, hey, what's the spec of the new Blackwell? We're able to give them a new line card. Once everything we're able to announce it and talk about it, and then turn around. There's the 6000 workstation. There's the 6000 Max Q, and then we also have the 6000 server edition on display, and the System 76. We're able to swap out the 6000 ADA generation with the 6000 workstation edition, powered by Blackwell, to kind of get a look and feel of it in the system. It's a dual slot form factor, and yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, everyone's been so excited about it, and it's unbelievable to have all of this going on at once. We have our launch, we have Jensen visiting, we have our booth, a bigger size than we've had before. It's our first time being a Diamond sponsor of the event, so that's come with its own perks. It's just been a wild week, definitely a wild first time to do it.
So I think, before we close out, again, just know it's your first one, so what stood out to you the most? And it's a hard question. There's so much to unpack. But what really stood out to you?
That's hard, but honestly, I think it was during the keynote. We had it live broadcasting on our video wall in our booth. And there was a couple of us there and a few people that were in early that stopped by to just kind of sit and watch. And little did they know we were going to be able to grab the boxes of the Blackwell pieces that we had and unbox them. And just the excitement and the buzz that was in our booth. And even if it was a small group, you could still feel how electric it was. And unboxing them and putting them up in our display wall, it was unreal. I feel like that's once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I was geeking out because it's like, here we know what's inside this box, and no one has no clue
No one
whatsoever.
knows, yeah.
And all of a sudden, we unbox them, and like you were doing one, and I had one open, and they're like, "Wait, is that the new Blackwell GPUs?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's it. Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
it's wild. And I think the thing that really stood out to me, like, there's a lot. Of course, our demos and everything have been phenomenal, the booth and everything. But I really want to get my hands on that new Spark that Jensen announced. It's an AI supercomputer that's compact. Take it anywhere with you. Goes right in your backpack with a laptop, and you can essentially train an AI model and do everything right there on the go. It's mind-blowing. Again, going back to the advancements of AI and what we're doing, and hopefully we'll get our hands on one of those.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Imagine, what are we going to come up with next if we have that? What's beyond? What's the next step from the AI avatar?
I don't know. So yeah, I guess this will conclude, GTC 2025, and we're really looking forward to GTC 2026. If you're a visual person like me, you can watch the video on our YouTube channel. Also, if you just want to tune into your favorite podcast platform, this is available on all of them. And don't forget to follow us on social media at PNY Pro. And again, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get the latest updates in terms of virtual events, content, and what's behind the scenes here at PNY. So thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.